So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing again is Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
To the air again, Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Smith. And this one goes incomplete. A first misfire there after 6 straight completions, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
15.
On 4th down, Smith. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, 30 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Well, earlier we were discussing Jared Goff, and, you know, some people thought he's going to be a bust coming into his 2nd year. Now the Rams 5-0. They're also, Charles, the 5th team ever to score 30 or more points in each of their first 5 games. All wins, by the way.
Yeah, their offense is so high-powered, and they come at you from so many different angles, so many different directions. A young quarterback that we keep saying needs snaps, needs experience. He's grown up by leaps and bounds. And, of course, he's got Todd Gurley in the backfield. He can hand it to him, throw it to him. And a plethora of talented wide receivers, to me, led by Brandon Cooks.
On 1st down, it's gone. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Hey, on.
it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They snap it to Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On first down, it's Smith. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Smith throwing on 3rd and long. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Back to throw. Goff. And got him in. It's Woods. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 5.
On 1st down, Goff. The hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now Goff on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 76. 76.
Out of the gun. Gone. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So out now come the Redskins. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A little break here after the incompletion. Let's give the kickers from Week 5 some love. We had 4 game-winning kicks. Greg Joseph of the Browns, they beat the Ravens. Stephen Hauschka, the Bills, over the Titans. Fairbairn in OT against the Cowboys. And the best of the best, the game that you did, Charles, Graham Gano. How about that 63-yarder for the win?
Yeah, and it might have been good up to 70. But let's go back to Fairbairn in overtime against the Cowboys. You didn't want to do his first name? You didn't want to say
Kaimi.
There you go. I kind of figured you knew it. But how about Mason Crosby, though, Green Bay? No one could have had a worse day. Had to have been the worst day of his 12-year career. Missed 4 field goals and an extra point before making a meaningless field goal at the end of the ball game. That's something Green Bay's going to have to make sure they get corrected. I count on Mason Crosby.
Brandon Cooks past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 64 yards. And the Rams were able to get back within a touchdown. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Smith and the Redskins will come up now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. At Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams, 3 of the next 4 on the road. I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop 1 in New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They are going for it. It's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
DC. 12.
To throw on second down is gone. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. Second and goal.
Go. 20.
Now Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods from 4 yards out. And the Rams are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower. Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw is Smith, and he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Touchdown, Washington! Chris Thompson, 37 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Good list. Orange.
Out of the gun, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And a loose football. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Shell. Hey, shell.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Goff now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Again, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. From the red zone now, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing again is Smith. It's brought in by Doxson. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Smith throwing again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Samson Abukum not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again they run with Gurley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. And if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are